Story title: Unveiling the Quest for Artificial General Intelligence in Tech Companies. The race is on to build artificial general intelligence, AGI, a futuristic concept of machines that are as broadly smart as humans or can do many things as well as people can. Tech giants like Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft, as well as ChatGPT maker OpenAI, are all vying to be the first to achieve this ambitious goal. AGI, also known as superintelligence, is a term that is becoming increasingly popular in the world of artificial intelligence, AI. However, there is still no clear definition of what AGI is, making it difficult to determine when it has been achieved. Geoffrey Hinton, a pioneering AI scientist and godfather of AI, defines AGI as AI that is at least as good as humans at nearly all of the cognitive things that humans do. However, others prefer the term superintelligence for AGIs that are better than humans. While there is still no consensus on what AGI is, there are efforts underway to measure it. An upcoming AGI workshop in Vienna, Austria, will bring together researchers to discuss how to classify AGI and segment it into levels, similar to the way that car makers benchmark the path between cruise control and fully self-driving vehicles. The potential dangers of AGI are also a cause for concern. A new science study published Thursday warns that unchecked AI agents with long-term planning skills could pose an existential risk to humanity. Despite these concerns, the promise of AI advances has led to AGI becoming a corporate buzzword that attracts a quasi-religious fervor. With so much money riding on the promise of AI, it's no surprise that AGI is becoming a buzzword that divides the tech world between those who argue it should be developed slowly and carefully and others who are part of the accelerationist camp. The potential dangers of AGI are real, and it's up to governments to decide what regulations are needed to address this problem. However, with so much money and potential power at stake, it's unlikely that the race to build AGI will slow down anytime soon. Source: apnews.com. Story title: Google to introduce fees for AI-powered internet searches, reports reveal. Google, the tech giant, is reportedly considering charging for its AI-enhanced search features, a move that would mark a significant shift in the company's revenue model. This decision, experts say, is a natural consequence of the massive expenses required to provide the service. If implemented, Google would join other players in the sector that offer subscription models to cover the costs of their AI services. The proposed plan would involve Google offering its new search feature exclusively to users of its premium subscription services, which customers must sign up for to use AI assistants in other Google tools like Gmail and its Office suite. Google's generative AI is used to respond to queries directly with a single answer in a conversational approach similar to ChatGPT and competitors. Heather Dorr, chief data scientist at the digital transformation consultancy UST, explained that iSearch is more expensive to compute than Google's traditional search processes. Therefore, charging for AI search would enable Google to recoup these costs. The cost of training AI has been a significant focus within the AI industry. However, the majority of AI compute spend is directed to the running, not the training, of models, according to the analyst Brent Thill at the investment firm Jefferies. Thill noted that inferencing spend has been growing much faster than training as more models and tools get put into production. Some AI companies have priced new Gen AI features at a monthly rate, while others have priced on a per-usage basis or incorporated them into existing plans, hoping to drive growth. Competitors in AI search offer similar subscription plans. Perplexity, an AI-powered search engine, runs no adverts but offers a $20 monthly Pro tier that provides access to more powerful AI models and unlimited use. However, not all companies are following this trend. The AI features in Microsoft's Bing are free to use but tied to the company's Edge browser. The browsing and search startup Arc offers its products free to users and intends to raise revenue in future by charging companies for business features. As AI becomes an increasingly significant part of the tech industry, the cost of providing these services will continue to rise. Companies like Google are exploring various ways to cover these costs, including charging for their AI-enhanced search features. While this move may be controversial, it underscores the growing importance of AI in the tech industry and the need for sustainable revenue models to support it. Source: www.theguardian.com. Story title: The Race for Artificial General Intelligence, What Tech Companies Need to Consider. The race is on among tech companies to build artificial general intelligence, AGI, a futuristic concept of machines that can perform a wide range of tasks as well as humans. With companies like OpenAI, Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft investing heavily in AGI research, it's only a matter of time before we see significant breakthroughs. However, the lack of a clear definition of AGI raises concerns about when we will know when it has been achieved. According to Geoffrey Hinton, a pioneering AI scientist, AGI refers to AI that is at least as good as humans at nearly all cognitive tasks, while superintelligence refers to AGIs that are better than humans. While some researchers are looking to find consensus on how to measure AGI, others are figuring it out on their own. OpenAI has given its non-profit board of directors the responsibility of deciding when its AI systems have reached the point at which they outperform humans at most economically valuable work. The lack of a clear definition of AGI raises concerns about the potential risks of unchecked AI agents with long-term planning skills. Leading AI scientists published research in the journal Science warning that such AI agents could pose an existential risk to humanity. The quest for AGI has divided the tech world between those who argue it should be developed slowly and carefully and others who believe it should be accelerated. With so much money riding on the promise of AI advances, it's no surprise that AGI is becoming a corporate buzzword that sometimes attracts a quasi-religious fervor. In summary, the race to build AGI is heating up, with tech companies investing heavily in research and development. However, the lack of a clear definition of AGI and the potential risks of unchecked AI agents pose significant challenges. It's crucial to find a way to measure AGI and regulate it to ensure that it benefits humanity. Source: abcnews.go.com. Story title: Unveiling the discoveries from hackers' quest to uncover AI risks. In an effort to better understand the potential harms of AI systems, a White House-backed contest was held at the DEF CON Hacker Convention last year. The Generative Red Team Challenge invited hackers and the general public to try to get 8 leading AI chatbots to generate problematic responses. The results of the contest, detailed in a report released Wednesday, offer fresh perspective on the myriad ways AI can go wrong. Among the key findings of the report are that today's AI chatbots are hard to trick into violating their own rules or guidelines, but are prone to producing inaccuracies. Contestants had the easiest time getting the AI chatbots to produce faulty math, with a 76% success rate, and geographic misinformation, with a 61% success rate. The chatbots also proved to be poor guardians of sensitive information, with more than half of the submitted solutions successful in attempts to get the AI models to spill a hidden credit card number or give administrator permissions to a fictitious firm's network. On the other hand, contestants struggled to get chatbots to excuse human rights violations or to assert that a certain group of people were less valuable than another. Submissions that attempted to demonstrate overcorrection on the chatbot's part were somewhat more successful, suggesting that the chatbots have been given overly blunt fixes to counter potentially harmful stereotypes. The report comes as AI companies and regulators increasingly look to red teams as a way to anticipate the risks posed by AI systems. Red teaming typically involves hiring hackers to stress test a system for unforeseen vulnerabilities before it's released. In recent years, AI companies have applied the concept to their own models, and in October, President Biden's executive order on AI required that companies building the most advanced AI systems perform red teaming tests and report the results to the government before rolling them out. However, report co-author Raman Chowdhury, co-founder and CEO of Humane Intelligence, argued that public red teaming exercises such as the DEF CON event have additional value because they enlist the wider public in the process and capture a more diverse set of perspectives than the typical professional red team. Meanwhile, AI company Anthropic this week released research on its own AI vulnerabilities. While the very latest AI models may have addressed simpler forms of prompt hacking, Anthropic found that their greater capacity for long conversations opens them to a new form of exploitation, called many-shot jailbreaking. Overall, the results of the contest and Anthropic's research highlight the need for a more proactive approach to anticipating and addressing the potential harms of AI systems. Source: www.washingtonpost.com. Story title: Intelligence Community appoints Chief AI Officer. In a move to safely adopt advanced technologies and large language models, the intelligence community, IC, has appointed John Beeler, Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines, top science and technology advisor, as the new Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer at the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. Bila will lead a council of chief AI officers from the 18 elements of the intelligence community, including the CIA, NSA, and DIA, and will focus on AI governance, responsible and ethical adoption, and civil liberties and privacy protections. The new AI Council is also leading an update to ODNI's AI strategy and writing the first IC-wide directive on AI, which will describe what intelligence agencies need to do to deploy AI and machine learning. Concerned with rapid advances in AI by China and other countries, lawmakers have urged the intelligence community to prioritize the adoption of AI with safeguards. The fiscal 2024 National Defense Authorization Act directs the DNI to establish new policies for the acquisition, adoption, development, use, coordination, and maintenance of AI capabilities, including minimum guidelines for the performance of AI models used by spy agencies. Bila has a background in data science and machine learning and has been leading the intelligence community's Augmenting Intelligence Using Machines or AIM strategy. While spy agencies have used forms of artificial intelligence and machine learning for decades, the emergence of widely available large language models like ChatGPT has added both new considerations and renewed urgency to the AI race. ODNI has already funded various training and upskilling programs across intelligence agencies. The new AI Council will focus on making sure that folks that are using these tools understand them and getting analysts, collectors, and the broad base of the IC workforce familiar with these things, so they understand some of these failure modes, but doing that in such a way that they don't immediately write off the technology. Source: federalnewsnetwork.com. Story title: Google introduces AI-generated search test for UK users. Google is expanding its artificial intelligence (AI) capabilities to users in the United Kingdom, bringing AI-generated responses to a select group of users in the region. According to a report from the BBC, Google will introduce its Search Generative Experience (SGE) feature to a small group of UK users, allowing them to see AI-generated answers for certain search queries. The SGE feature has been in testing in the US since last year, but it has only been available to those who opt into Search Labs. Now, UK users will have the opportunity to experience AI-generated responses for questions where current trials have shown them to be helpful. Google's move to introduce AI-generated answers in search results is part of a broader trend of AI being integrated into various aspects of the Internet. From ChatGPT to Gemini, AI is rapidly rewriting the way we interact with and experience the digital world. The SGE feature is designed to provide more detailed and helpful responses to search queries, going beyond the traditional list of links and summaries. The AI-generated answers will be displayed at the top of the search results, providing users with a more direct and concise answer to their question. Google's expansion of its AI capabilities to the UK comes as other tech companies are also exploring the use of AI in their search platforms. Perplexity, for example, has announced plans to try a form of ads on its AI search platform. Meanwhile, Samsung has stated that its virtual assistant, Bixby, is still alive and well. The integration of AI into search platforms has the potential to significantly impact the way we use and interact with the Internet. With AI-generated answers, users can quickly and easily find the information they are looking for without having to sift through multiple links and summaries. However, it also raises questions about the role of AI in shaping the information we consume and the potential impact on search engine optimization (SEO) strategies. As AI continues to become more integrated into our daily lives, it is essential to consider the potential implications and challenges that come with it. Google's expansion of its AI capabilities to the UK is just one example of how AI is rewriting the Internet, and it is likely that we will see even more innovations and developments in this area in the coming years. Source: www.theverge.com. Story title: Tech giants collaborate to tackle AI workforce challenges. In a groundbreaking move to address the potential impact of artificial intelligence, AI, on the workforce, top technology companies including Cisco Systems Inc., Microsoft Corp., and Alphabet Inc.'s Google have announced that they are joining forces to form the AI-enabled ICT Workforce Consortium. This consortium, which was catalyzed by the US EU Trade and Technology Council Talent for Growth Task Force, will assess the impact of AI on technology jobs and identify skills development pathways for the roles most likely to be affected by this technology. The AI-enabled ICT Workforce Consortium will evaluate the impact of AI on 56 different technology jobs, ranging from software developers to network administrators. The consortium will also aim to identify the skills and training that will be needed to help workers adapt to the changing landscape of their industries. The formation of this consortium comes at a time when AI is becoming increasingly prevalent in the workplace. According to a survey by Bloomberg Law, most legal professionals who have used generative AI in their practice have done so for legal research. However, the use of AI in the legal industry has been heavily critiqued, with concerns about the accuracy and reliability of the technology. The consortium's efforts to assess the impact of AI on the workforce and identify skills development pathways are crucial in addressing these concerns. By proactively addressing the potential impact of AI on the workforce, the consortium hopes to mitigate any negative effects and ensure that workers are equipped with the skills they need to succeed in the future. The AI-enabled ICT Workforce Consortium is open to all technology companies, and the group is encouraging other companies to join in order to expand the scope and reach of its efforts. The consortium plans to release its findings and recommendations to the public, with the goal of helping to inform policy and industry practices related to AI and the workforce. This is a significant step towards addressing the potential impact of AI on the workforce and ensuring that workers are prepared for the changes that are coming. With the rapid advancement of AI technology, it is essential that companies and policymakers take proactive steps to address the potential impact on the workforce. The AI-enabled ICT Workforce Consortium is leading the way in this effort. Source: news.bloomberglaw.com. Story title: Wiz explores security vulnerabilities in Hugging Face's AI as a service platform. In a groundbreaking revelation, cybersecurity decacorn Wiz uncovered significant security flaws in the AI as a service platform Hugging Face. Hugging Face, known for developing and maintaining natural language processing (NLP) models and tools, counts tech giants such as Meta, Microsoft, and Google among its clients. The security vulnerabilities discovered by Wiz could have allowed attackers to access millions of private AI models and applications stored within Hugging Face's systems. Wiz's research team identified two critical risks: a shared inference infrastructure takeover risk and a shared CD takeover risk. The shared inference infrastructure takeover risk arises from the fact that AI inference often runs untrusted, potentially malicious models. Meanwhile, the shared CD takeover risk poses a major threat as attackers may attempt to take over the CD pipeline and perform a supply chain attack. Sher Tamari, head of research at Wiz, emphasized the broader implications of these security issues, stating that they could affect any AI as a service provider. Tamari called for mature regulation and security practices within the AI industry, noting that isolation is the key to preventing potential threat actors from uploading malicious models and accessing sensitive information. In response to Wiz's findings, Hugging Face has taken steps to address the identified risks. The company has implemented Wiz CSPM and vulnerability scanning to proactively identify and mitigate some of the risks. Additionally, Hugging Face is undergoing its annual penetration test to ensure that the identified items have been sufficiently mitigated. The Wiz research team's discovery of these security flaws serves as a stark reminder of the importance of robust security measures in the rapidly growing and evolving AI industry. As AI technology continues to advance and become increasingly integrated into various aspects of society, the need for mature regulation and stringent security practices becomes more critical than ever. Source: www.calculistech.com. Story title: Seattle startup KredosAI secures funding to enhance business data collection services. Seattle-based startup KredosAI, a company that uses artificial intelligence to help businesses collect late payments, has raised $2.1 million in new funding, according to a recent SEC filing. The company was founded in 2020 by former T-Mobile executives Balaji Sridharan and Dave Toms, and has already raised over $3 million from investors including Start Fast Ventures, Sea Change Fund, SARS Ventures, Stout Street Capital, Okapi Ventures, and Early Light Ventures. KredosAI helps companies communicate with customers who have fallen behind on payments, using AI to streamline the process and help businesses recoup revenue lost to missed payments. With delinquency rates on the rise across various industries, KredosAI's services are in high demand. The new funding will be used to fuel the company's growth, building on its success in helping businesses collect late payments and improve their bottom lines. According to GeekWire's startup funding tracker, KredosAI is one of many Pacific Northwest startups that have raised sizable rounds in recent months, despite a broader slowdown in venture capital investments. KredosAI's innovative use of AI technology is just one example of how the technology is being used to solve real-world problems and create value for businesses and consumers alike. As AI continues to evolve and mature, it is likely that we will see even more innovative applications of the technology in the years to come. Overall, KredosAI's success is a testament to the strength of the Pacific Northwest startup ecosystem, and a sign of the region's continued potential as a hub for innovation and entrepreneurship. Source: www.geekwire.com. Story title: Music Industry Fights Back, The Rise of AI. In a bold move to protect the rights of artists and music labels, the global music industry has launched a website aimed at combating the unauthorized use of their work by technology companies to train artificial intelligence models. The initiative, led by the International Confederation of Music Publishers, ICMP, represents a significant step forward in the industry's battle against AI companies that have been illegally accessing and mining musicians' content. The new website, rightsandai.com, serves as a platform for music labels to protect their copyright and warn tech businesses about the consequences of using or distributing their work without permission. The ICMP, which represents about 90% of the world's commercially released music, has taken action in response to the growing number of AI companies that have been trawling through music content without proper authorization. According to the ICMP, AI is not a new concept for the music industry, but the recent surge of AI companies that have been illegally accessing and using musicians' work has prompted the industry to take action. The music industry's efforts to protect artists' rights come amidst growing concerns about the use of AI in the creative industries. Earlier this year, musician Elvis Costello was among the signatories of a letter coordinated by the Artists' Rights Alliance, calling on AI companies to respect copyright laws and the rights of artists. The letter, which was signed by over 180 artists and industry professionals, urged AI companies to obtain proper licenses and permissions before using musicians' work. The music industry's efforts to combat the unauthorized use of AI have been met with support from the UK government. In a recent op-ed, music industry expert Simon Goodbody called on the UK government to provide urgent guidance on AI training rules and ensure that musicians' rights are protected. The launch of rightsandai.com is a significant milestone in the music industry's battle against AI companies that have been using musicians' work without permission. The website serves as a platform for music labels to protect their copyright and send a clear message to tech companies that the unauthorized use of musicians' work will not be tolerated. The music industry's efforts to protect artists' rights come at a critical time, as AI continues to play an increasingly important role in the creative industries. As AI technology continues to evolve, it is essential that musicians' rights are protected, and the music industry's initiative to combat the unauthorized use of AI is a step in the right direction. Sources: Music Industry Raises Tempo in Battle Against AI, 2024, April 4. The Times. www.thetimes.co.uk. Goodbody, S. 2024, March 28. UK music industry needs urgent guidance on AI training rules. The Times. www.thetimes.co.uk. Helen Cahill, KP, 2024, March 18. Deepfake, music startup Voicify in copyright row. The Times. www.thetimes.co.uk. Simon Goodbody, S. 2024, March 28. UK music industry needs urgent guidance on AI training rules. The Times. www.thetimes.co.uk.